You're watching The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club.
Everybody already drunk while they already kicking drinks over.
Spilling it over, you know what I mean?
We got a special guest in the building.
You didn't even give me the...
He's not even a guest.
Your greeting.
This is a friend to the room.
A friend to the room.
A friend to the room, but Charlamagne barely remember that I've been here this year. I'm not memorable enough.
No, I couldn't remember. No, I didn't say that.
There's something that needs to be done. There's some type of seasoning that needs to be put on my name.
I said that. Oh, respect.
Respect his name.
Respect.
Wale, ladies and gentlemen.
Please.
We need a better presentation for Wale. These little plastic cups, I mean, terrible looking.
They don't have any.
First of all,
they don't have any acknowledgement of my handle.
Wale's here
Put some acknowledgement on my handle.
Wale's here again with good music. He got the record PYT.
Right? Yeah, cheers to that.
But he don't got no gimmicks, no stories, no scandals. Nope. You know what era you in, Wale? You can't just come with a record no more.
It scares me. It does. I'm truthfully scared.
I saw somebody say on Twitter, man, this PYT Wale record is low-key hard as hell. Like, they didn't want to let
me. Yeah, they didn't want to give it up for him. Yeah, low-key hard.
You saw that?
But if
Jackson tweeted that.
If there was certain people like you want to like be a closet fan or something, dog. Hey, man, come on, man.
Be good?
My shows have the best, most beautiful women that actually are not zombies, manipulated by whatever. I have the beautiful girls in my shows. I got fly. You can learn a thing or two about how to dress at my shows. Stop being closet fans. We laughing at you. Stop it. Stop it with the low key. What are you talking about? I have tons of records.
I mean, it's still a compliment.
Yeah. Backhanded compliments, man. What do you do with them? What do you do with yours?
Because some people might look
what do
at
you
it
do?
and
You hang them
like,
up? You put them in plaques?
Yeah.
I don't know.
My
like
father always told. My father always.
You a legend, bro. You don't know. Ain't no backhanded compliment, man. You take that, man. I got some people that's gonna give me real compliments.
There you go.
And be proud of it and be like, yo, this that vibe.
Nah, they get to it. That's their way of saying.
No, because if it's certain other people, who y'all think y'all supposed to like, they gonna be like, such I got one. When I ain't had one.
You right. You got one of, I like this one because now a DJ could play it.
He just told me he never play my stuff.
No, I ain't say that. But it's very difficult to when it got slow tempos. You got a tempo now that I can F with.
I appreciate it.
I can put in the mix.
And now we're going to see, though. We're going to see.
I didn't know that you had Sam
Sneak. What they call it, receipts.
You're going to see the receipts.
I didn't know you had Sam Sneak on the record. I thought it was Tiger. And I said, why did you do a record called PYT with Tiger?
Sam Sneak does look like Tiger a little bit.
No, he don't. No, he don't. Stop it. That's two different.
First of all, why y'all playing Tiger, one of the best young businessmen in the game, though? Why y'all playing with him? Why y'all playing?
It's my guy Sam Sneak. Sam doing a lot over there with MMG, though. You like the secret backbone over there?
Yeah, I love it. MMG for life, forever. Day one, The big homie Ricky Rose. Since I was a kid, I met Rose, and then he was like, "You my DJ." For real? This before hustling.
Oh, so you never used to DJ before that?
No, I'm DJing then. I was a kid. Yeah. But when he first met me, I was still at my mom's house. He came, I was in a room. I had like a bunch of sneakers up in the room. He's like, "Hey, what you do?" I'm like, "Get money." He's like, "All right, but what you do? You got shoes?" I'm like, "I DJ." Okay, so show me. So I was like, I used to be on the internet website Boxed In. So I used to be on there. So I put on one of his mixtapes on there. And he was like, "You know what? You my DJ."
Wow.
And that was that since then. This before hustling and all that. And then when hustling hit, and we in the club, and I'm DJing the strip club Diamonds at the time. It's the hot strip club. So I'm playing the record 20 times in a row, breaking it, busting it down. So a week later, I hit him. I'm like, "Yo, man, I've been playing your record." No, I ain't telling him. He's like, "Yo, we got one. We got one, boy. I need to send it to you." I'm like, "What you talking about?" Hustling, boom. I'm like, "Man, I've been playing it. I've been at Diamonds." He paused for 15 seconds. "Boy, that's you?" Man, it's been somebody calling me. Been telling me, man, hey, boy, it's a little dude in Diamonds. Boy, he rapping, boy. He's like, whoever that is, I got a stack for him. But he didn't know that was me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so, it's always been love since day one. It's like,
did you get your stack, though?
Yeah.
Okay.
Got a whole lot. Yeah,
that's what you got from the story.
Yeah,
that's it.
He got a stack.
I know you got a lot more since then, but that initial stack, just want to make sure you got that.
Yeah, like the PYT record's not even the first record me and Wale even collaborated on. God did Face Down on that was the first record like me and Meek did together. Meek and Wale. Then I did Freak Show. That's the first album I'm on Dreams and Nightmares. I'm on that album too. So this ain't.
Sam Sneaker album coming soon then.
Yeah, Yeah.
Now, Wale, I saw you tweet out that you don't let your fascination with nostalgia cloud your perception for the present time. What you mean by that?
I mean, I just think a lot of people be like, it'd be very easy for me to come in and be like, yo, Envy, you remember, you know what I'm saying? Why don't you go back to like when you did the Beanie Siegel disc joint? Like, you know what I'm saying? The Jada disc. Like, I could easily come in and be like, yo, where the verse at? Can you play the rest of the verse? You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's where I was when that joint came out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I was in high school or freshman in college around that time when that came out. Like my appreciation for what he do is not about, it's his consistency. It's not about like that moment. And a lot of people get caught up like where they was when they heard Lotus. A lot of them be like, I had a girlfriend that I used to love and this was our song. We not together no more. Bring it back. And they think that like telling Wale bring back the old Wale is gonna bring back that person subconsciously. And that's a fixation that a lot of people got, especially in this generation where like it's gonna be somebody like 6 years from now talking about telling Lil Uzi Vert to be like, yo, bring back the joint that you did with ASAP Ferg. And what you mean? I'm still doing records with them. Like you just in your mind, if you like, it's not happening no more because you're not with the same people. You're not going through the same stuff. You know what I'm saying? And that's the most frustrating thing because I'm one of the few people that really care about what people think. Like I want to make sure that I'm a professional musician. If you're a professional plumber, you want to make sure people's pipes is clean. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you're a professional football player, you want to make sure he scored the most touchdowns. I'm a professional musician. So I want to make sure that people is like, I love his music every time he drop music. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I do get offended. Like, yo, I ain't making this for me. I make it for me every once in a while. Album or Nothing was for me. Shine is for the world. It's for the world to, you know, PYT, my PYT is for the world. It's for everybody to be like, yo, you know, I really, really like designed that joint. For the first time in my career, like I designed the songs like to make an array of different women feel good.
So it's strictly for the women.
I mean, for them to champion it initially, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like not for them, but I just know my setup, how my career set up. Like everybody was like, oh, let me get a joint for the funk for me and my girl. You know what I'm saying? Let me get a joint for me and my girl because you make the girl joints. Like actually, I made a whole album of other joints, but
right.
I mean, it's just my way to be like, all right, boom, I'm on this Shine campaign, I'm on this Shine gang, and it's really just about like just giving that vibe. Like some albums like Uptown Saturday Night, Graduation. It's just a lot of it's certain albums that I remember playing ad nauseum because they just provided a feeling. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like too overly like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I just want to provide that euphoria, like, and I just really feel like I just want Jones to feel good.
And
But
people
you know
appreciate that
Jones
because
to
a lot of
feel good.
songs don't celebrate women as much as they should now.
I,
So it is nice to have
I'm honest
songs.
though. I tell them when they acting like,
Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
all these hoes don't deserve to be celebrated.
yeah,
Would
nah,
you
that some
stop
of them are
calling
stop.
hoes?
You got to differentiate the women. You got to really like. It's just like what women do with men. You like, oh well, he flawed, or he this, or he broke, and y'all differentiate them right or wrong. So with women, that's all it is. If you're gonna act this way, you will be treated as such.
Right.
If you're gonna act like a female and a woman who gonna want respect, okay, you're gonna be treated as such. Now, if you don't get that respect, then you could turn up and be like, oh, I deserve respect.
That's real.
I feel
That's
it's
all
like
that
my
is.
job it's my job as a musician like that really want to be of the people to be. I ain't running for president now. I'm gonna call y'all some jounts if y'all acting like some little thottery. You know what I'm saying? The thottery.
Latinas.
If Harry Thotter show his face, I'm gonna call him out. You know what I'm saying? But when it's like, you know, I think you need to have a little more honey than vinegar, regardless. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, people like, oh, you only like one trick pony type shit. Like,
But do you
all
feel
right.
like they put you in the box?
Yeah,
because you
hell
do those type of
yeah.
records and they
Hell
look for
yeah.
you those records
Hell
and they don't
yeah.
respect
But those are the
you?
records
Hell
that
yeah.
blow
But at the
up.
same time, once it becomes dope stylists, dope like visionaries like Jeremy Scott and Ricardo Ticci, they can go with any vibe. They can go with any vibe that's going on in fashion, right? Or even when we talked about that Mary J, you went from the Balmains to the Mary Jones, like you could go whatever vibe. Like you could go if you want to do PRPS baggy, you want to do Balmain like slim cut. Like I feel like as an artist, and if you're dressing as like you, that's an art to that, bro. Like it's about trends, it's about color schemes, it's about the season colors. Like I feel like I do that with rap. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
I
you
feel
do like the go-go inspired. You do the strip
absolutely.
club songs. You do the love.
But I don't
type
call them
songs.
that. Y'all call
I mean,
them
that's,
that. I leave
you
it
know.
for y'all to be like, this is strip club. For all we
You
know,
just create an art.
for all we know, my PYT could become the biggest strip club song or something. We don't know. Like I just make stuff that just feel right. Like this feel good. Like the funny thing about my PYT is it might have been like a little bit after birthday bash last year in Atlanta, and Sam Sneak and DJ Money was in the studio together. Me and Ross had a long conversation in Black Blood. We was just all talking, shooting the breeze. I just remember I just had a good ass vibe when I went downstairs, and it was around the time that we had either went to or we was getting ready for the Michael Jackson show. It's when we do for his estate. You know, Catherine and Reby, they put together this thing, and that was dope. It was off me, Fifth Harmony, Salento was there, like I know my mom was really just there about that, like him and what his influence it was on me, and like the arrangement. Like I don't think people celebrate the arrangement enough. If you're a producer, DJ, anything, you and really listen to Thriller, like, and listen to the arrangement and listen what comes there and everything. Like my mom was just really. I remember I would just get real smack and ride around LA listening to Thriller, like on repeat, like just how everything sound, how it's arranged, why, what, and I was just really right there. I literally came right downstairs to Ross' crib and Ross' jump in Atlanta. Came downstairs. Sam was vibing in the jump. I said, "Yo, what's up with this jump?" Money was like, "Bro, that's yeah." I said, "Just dump it." Everything that you hear on that song, the first verse and the first verse in the hook is one take off the when I first heard that.
Yeah, right then and there. Hey, get on. Hey, come on, set it up. Get up. Hey, yeah, come on, load it up. Went, did it. Hold up, what it do? I ain't trying to do too much, but come to Cartier friend too much, but it's cool.
The only thing saying they won't get off. I mean, I had some motivation though. I was like,
What was the motivation?
LA streets, man, streets.
The
you know,
women in LA?
You know, like coming out like, yo, I'm a street. I'm a Hollywood street. I like to, you know, I like the. No, we're not. But there ain't no secret though. Like, you know, we be having for like, they starting to be legendary house parties and
Women, weed, and weather.
Hollywood Hills. I don't do drugs. So,
You know the crazy thing about music? Music is like a drug. It's like crack. But the problem is, if you sell crack, crackheads are always chasing that first high, but they'll come buy the same crack from you. They love that first high when it comes to the music, but you got to keep giving them new drugs.
That's the nostalgia though. Go ahead. You could touch on that though.
Yeah, I was just like, with music, I feel like that's kind of true, but then it's like that music, like if you don't hear the song for a long time, maybe a year, 2 years, and you come back, you're like, oh man, yeah, this was that joint. I like this. And it brings you back, and then it's like, oh man, yeah, this is why I like this artist, or yeah, this artist is dope, and then you go back to listen to the new stuff. Yeah, I appreciate it more now. That usually what happens, because like sometimes it go that way when it's like, well, no, we want the old stuff back. Or sometimes go, oh, I understand where you're going. Oh yeah, I appreciate you growing. I appreciate going to another level. Yeah, you're right. You need to be doing that. Yeah, because this was then and now this.
One of my mentors always talks about when Bob Dylan went electric. I mean, I wasn't, you know, I don't know. I mean, I had to learn and retroactively learn about all that stuff. But like Bob Dylan, you know, when was going like using electric instruments or something like that, and that was like a big like uproar. And I don't know if we allow our pioneers to do it. Like, you understand, Michael Jackson did New Jack Swing. He didn't do that. He didn't He didn't spearhead that movement. He not conform, but he's like, I'm gonna do Michael Jackson on this Teddy Riley vibe, and I respect that because it's like, you know, Rico Love told me this a long time ago. He was like, yo, like, you know why you gonna win? He was like, cause you a fly that can rap all types of ways. It's like anything the way the game go, you could just jump right in it and keep talking your shit. Like, and that always stuck with me because it's just like, you sing, bro. I can't even imagine, bro. Like you would be uncomfortable to know how much we talk about you. Like you went through so many like
envy.
We've done. I'm doing what you're doing. Like you ain't never been like, oh, I got a top 40 record with somebody that owed me a favor that won't do my video. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you've been like this the whole time.
Right.
Whole time been like this. And even you, like, all of y'all in a way, in your own fields, it's been a slow build. Ain't nobody, you didn't get no black and yellow first at the beginning of your career. You didn't be getting none of that. You ain't getting no best I ever had at the beginning of your career. You know what I'm saying? You ain't getting no ass at the beginning of your career. It all grew. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like what I represent or what I want to represent, or try to represent is the person that like you might not get employee of the year, a month for your first 2 years of your job, but maybe you might be the first one to get a promotion. You might be the first one because one thing that they can't deny is my ticket sale. My tickets, I do 5,000, 6,000 people venues, and they sell out in a day or two, and then people go anybody who goes skeptically leaves like, holy shit, I forgot this boy had this many hits.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
Hov is a great example of that too, and
man,
T.I.
That's who Rico
You know
mentioned.
what else,
That's
too?
Hov and T.I.
I'm a Ja Rule and Fat Joe.
Yep.
You ever been to Fat Joe's show and you be like, yo, boy got hits.
He got hits,
But
absolutely.
you know what too, like, and not to go back, but that was a time where I think people love music more. Now it's so fast.
I don't know if they don't love it as less. It's just like
it's like, all right, what's next?
It's just like if somebody make a bomb ass pie and there's like 4 stores that sell pie. Like you probably like pie at an all time high right now,
Yeah.
but you.
'Cause of Patty.
It's just so much. It's so many pies.
Right.
Like you don't know. Like it's like your love. If it was one pie in your neighborhood, like that was for your area, like you'd be like, "This is my favorite shit." But like everybody want to make pie now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it might be. We don't know, and that's the only plight of the artists of today. Like we won't never know how high we are. We only gonna know how high.
You know what I think messed y'all up? I think that y'all looking for a formula that don't exist.
Well, at this point, I'm not
It's just
looking.
not- I just think it's just-
Chance impact. My bad, bro. Chance impacted the culture as much as Views did. From my point of view.
more.
You
More.
can't. Nah, that's
I'ma tell
that's
you,
knife. That's knife in the
Drake sold
gunfight
more
again.
records, but Chance had his album
But you
had a
can't.
bigger cultural impact.
You can't f with Drake. That's what I'm saying. That's two different things. It's like even though you got your shit on Apple and like Chance still got his own battles. They got like you can't. The Drake is and that's again. It's
Well,
not
Views
about.
didn't really have a cultural impact though.
Bro, it don't. Even
Yeah,
when
it
he
definitely
missed,
didn't,
when he if a dude like him if he missed, his miss is still 600%, 600% from the field. Like his miss is still like, bro, like you the biggest artist. You could go on Saturday Night Live. You got an open door joint with Saturday Night Live. I tried to get on Saturday Night Live 7 times last album, me and Jerry.
What happened? What they say?
I mean, I'll leave that up for speculation, but I wanted to go
I mean,
there.
we know they said no, but how did they say no? like I'm saying, how? Like what did they say? Like how did they reply back?
Why would you think that? You know why? Because you grew up in an urban environment. You know why?
Right.
Like, them girls that's out there buying Demi Lovato, who has really like curved my advances to write her music. Like she's I won't go on record and say that like she don't give a fuck about no Wale until Wale is on the top 40. Then her A&R's like, yo, there's this kid named Wale. Like, you should work with him. He does fucking poetry. He wears his fucking dreads like a fucking crazy. He's like a cool
She
ass.
curved us too, though. She was supposed to interview with us. She walked toward us and saw who we were, and she
Well,
went
you
right
gave
to
it
the
down.
left.
It was
The
because
week
of
before.
Charlemagne. You gave her Donkey the
that's
day
true.
right
The
before.
week
Right.
before, you gave it
You're
Donkey.
right.
But my thing is, I ain't give her nothing but love.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I just think she could sing, just like Ariana Grande. Like I think they could sing, and I'm a big fan of Whitney Houston. I'm a big fan of like women, Beyonce, women that sold it and could sing. And unfortunately, right now there ain't no sisters that's doing what I feel like a 19, 21-year-old Whitney would do. I mean, in my opinion, but I write as if Whitney was 20 years old. So I have these records that I can't even get into her hands because of let's just be
But
honest,
Whitney's a
yo.
once in a lifetime talent. though.
But no, I'm gonna be completely honest. I think Christina Aguilera,
Absolutely.
Ariana Grande, and Demi can. I'm not saying anybody. Demi can sing like dog. Like when I went to Saturday Night Live. Shout out my dog Pete Davidson. But I went to Saturday Night Live to check. You know, for one interesting fact, the whole cast be high as shit.
They do.
They be smoked out.
Keenan smokes his
Oh
ass
my
off.
gosh!
And
I've
Pete got
smoked with
medical
every
conditions.
rapper in the world. Yeah, but they be danked out. But
Yes, they
I
do.
just feel like, I mean, like I write for like, all right, like if Whitney was like, you know, because if you come to my parties, I DJ, I'll play I'm Your Baby Tonight. I'll play You Get Good Love. Like I'll play I Want to Dance with Somebody.
When
I
you
play
started
these.
DJing.
Man,
He
you-
just takes over the turntable.
He's not even
man.
my.
He'll go there, just take you.
Nah, I mean it's not just messy
I'm DJ this
DJing.
week. This week.
I have a
DJing.
psychologist in my DJing though. Don't just throw me out there like.
Nah, I watch what you do.
Just let me. Can I open up for you one time?
I watch what you do.
Can you go on? Can you go on camera and say it while they can open up for me?
You ain't got. We can DJ together. You gotta
Envy is
open up
not
for
first
me.
of
No,
all-
I'm not that good because it like.
But why they
y'all
get
have
more
different-
money than Envy?
Nah,
If
hell
you let me
what?
put you on the
Ain't
flyer saying that you
only about
hosting,
2
I'll let
rappers
you
per
DJ.
year got more money than this got all type of rose gold, bust down chains, bruh.
But to DJ, you might pay Wale more than you
We're
pay
looking
Envy.
at you crazy. No, it's you don't think your coworkers
You
know?
all over Instagram?
Is that an Audemars?
No,
That's not. That's what's that?
it's an Audemars.
Yeah, it's a square. There's a pentagon jump.
No, Envy said that everybody gonna think it's real, so he don't gotta buy real jewelry.
No, he got a rose gold. He got a rose gold.
You know that.
He got a rose gold wedding ring. His wife is like the muse of all the girls trying to be fly for their man.
Wale, all right.
I'm just saying.
You know what Minister Farrakhan told Envy yesterday?
All I'm just saying.
Minister Farrakhan said,
Envy,
don't get robbed.
Envy,
That's some nice chain you got on. Don't get robbed.
I'm uncomfortable, dog. I'm uncomfortable, dog. Nah, but like I mean, like that, like you know, how Meek be like, yo, it motivate the streets, like that. When you like, it motivate me, like, cause you did it right, dog. Like I remember working at Downtown Locker Room, and you had albums in that joint, and that was before like a lot of was different back then. Right. I honestly feel like now if you did what you did back then, it'd be like way more in your favor because of. Right. Just what's going on, your brand and everything. But like, I remember, I'm like, yo, this shit. Like, and then I was hearing you, and like the information wasn't as vast back then. But like, I'm like, yo, I'm hearing you, I'm seeing you, and the brand is right, and you with like, you got the mainstream rappers that are doing stuff for you, and then you got like underground. We followed that model. Me and Money followed that model.
Artists not like that anymore. See, before artists actually needed the DJs, like they needed it for the
mixtape. But guess what?
But now they don't.
So Envy,
wait, I gotta correct you. They think they don't.
What do you think? What do you think I am?
They think they don't.
Do you think I'm some type of little running around? I call you, I say, brother, I have a record for you. Making the most for you can't refuse.
You don't call
Don't
me.
say that. Don't
You
say
know,
making an offer. I got a record for you, and I'm making an offer you can't refuse.
That sounds like payola, but anyway.
You know how I get my Wale music? I get it from Charlamagne. Charlamagne be like, yo, Wale got a new record for you, son. Here. And he sends it over. I'm
like he's running around. He's anything. He's ratchet. He's a ratchet guy. You got a real life, family, everything in there. I don't want to bother you during.
He retired, though.
During business hours, I don't want to
I'ma tell you
deprive you of
something.
that.
Charlamagne actually replied to me. You know, he always got his 5 o'clock rule. I hit him after 5. He actually hit me back.
Absolutely, bro.
And by the way,
you in the
Sam is a
You in the actually folder.
Yeah.
He actually sent me. He sent me Envy email, responded and everything. I'm like a whole hour after 5. Whole hour after.
And
5.
I sent you the Zoe Dollars record.
Yeah, it was Zoe Dollars and Kid Omar.
Yep.
The little young,
yeah,
young dude.
Nah, listen, I just try to support good people that make good music.
Can I get you? What about making you an A&R for Every Blue Moon? Would that be like? Is that like
We
ridiculous?
can discuss it.
All right. I mean, I know you got the Steinsteins backing you and all that.
It's a discussion.
I don't know.
Hey, Envy, what you said earlier about like when the records come out. Oh yeah, I just want more. That's kind of true, but their records like. For example, the Meek Mill record, 4 years later, the intro, you drop that, it's still
classic.
Right.
Still, like
Absolutely.
4 years later.
Not
That's
too many
20.
records like that, though.
Nah.
That's a special joint.
That's a special record.
Special.
I think that's the only record in the club that you can still play 4 years old.
It was
prime time.
No.
You got Hov. You got Hov. Yeah.
Not like intro. You gotta be.
You right now, but I'm thinking about that.
Yeah,
I'm thinking about, but don't
Don't
forget that you're the living embodiment of a tri-state area, like.
Fact.
Like, yeah, it's different.
Not only
everybody.
that, but you can play intro nationally.
Absolutely.
Globally.
It's classic.
Absolutely.
Globally.
Intro PSA.
Yeah, and I ain't gonna lie.
That's all
Yeah. Like you got
That's
records like
another
that,
record.
but
That's many records like that.
it's almost like the new PSA for the town.
Absolutely.
And you know what I'm saying? Like, and to be honest with you, bro, like one of my biggest like, damn, I can't believe like. It's like me and Meek. I mean, we're always
Y'all
gonna be
good
good. We always gonna be good. Like we.
Did you tweet congratulations because he had album of the
He
year?
did
at
tweet
the
it. I
Billboard
saw
Awards?
him tweet that.
But y'all
He
make it
retweeted
y'all
it.
word in it how y'all word it. Like,
That makes it worse.
Did you? I'm just making sure.
I'm just
No,
gonna be
Wale
clear.
did
I'm gonna be
retweet it.
clear.
Congratulations.
I want to be clear. Like me, like we like real life. You know, you have a big family and you just do two brothers that's close in age. That's like us. Like we always try to outdo it. Like it's just like but like if anything, if it's something go down, me gonna be like, yo, you good? Like you need anything? You know what I'm saying? Or I get a call from Talk or Dean or Melly, whatever. Like or even like
This is after the long Instagram post, Miko post?
3 days after that jump, me and Mo Melly did a record. Like it ain't no thing. Like I know what it is. Like that's my brother. Like whatever. Like at the end of the day, like I'm never like that's my. Like at the end of the day, even we don't even talk. That's my and Self-Made 4. Like it's records that we like going at each other. Like, but that's the relation because our ain't fake. A lot of these come in here, they don't see each other for months, and they come in here, they come through a game plan in the elevator and be like, "This how we gonna act." MMG for real, dog. Ross get in our when we bought, like when we Ross got them both in our when we started doing that pot, like it's real. Sam would call us, and Sam would call me, you know what I'm saying, whoop-de-whoop, and then, you know, Sam might do some for every Blue Moon artist, or then Sam might go see Meek while he on house arrest. So, you know, and you know, Sam got his own dream chase. Like he got, like we got a whole vibe. He got his own dream chase. He hold Meek down the club. He hold me down the club. Rocky Fresh, Omarion, like quietly. I'm just gonna say this, like quietly, MMG be putting out hits all the time.
Nah, ain't quiet.
I mean, Omarion John went under the radar, and that John went gold, and it was almost platinum. You know what I'm saying? Like
it changed. Ain't even that record changed the whole. You know what you like to do. It changed it because what she said in it, the groceries part.
Eating that, baby.
But
Janae Aiko commercialized it. By the way, Omarion got mad at me because I said that. I said exactly what you said. I said Omarion, it feel like the label ain't behind him the way they need to be. Like
they
that.
owed him that one.
See, I can't speak on labels.
Should have been
we can't speak on the major label.
They owed him that one because Omarion put out 2 records before that should have been.
The record with Ghostface was crazy.
The record, the MIA record.
MIA was my song.
Yeah, MIA was crazy.
Who's on that jump? That jump was hot.
MIA.
Huh?
What?
You had a verse on that? The DJs always cut it.
I know. They do. Cut it.
Are you in the label good? Because you're not fearful of telling the label how you feel.
Yeah, no, me and Atlantic is good.
Okay.
We good. You know, shout out to Julie Green.
Urban music like that no more.
I don't know if any. I just pray wherever I go, whether it be Atlantic or Dev, wherever I go in my future as I progress, they understand Wale. Like, cause the misconception is that I'm just some little wild knucklehead. Like, but you know to an extent. I've hit you on your phone. We'll talk about that later. But like
you got a couple people up there that get it, like Kaiser, Kev Holiday.
I'm a cool, yeah. No, Kev,
I don't know if the label Atlantic
Kaiser's getting
cares
too much
about
money,
urban
man.
music anymore.
Kaiser want to make sure his PJ got raisins on that jump. Like, as far as I go, I got the positive vibes, and at the end of the day, like, they might not always agree with me, but let me just be frank with y'all. No label, maybe one, and I won't say their name right now because I'm not trying to blow that spot out. Only one A&R outside of my team, from Julie, Dallas Martin, and everybody at Atlantic, would have let me drop that album about nothing. Like, as logical as it sounds.
What?
Jerry Seinfeld doesn't register in the analytics.
I get it.
No, I don't get it.
Label thinking they're gonna be like, well, that's not what
I don't
Wale's
get it.
known
I
for.
don't
We
get
can't
it.
go that way.
I don't get it
Wale's
because I
career.
honestly think that joint should have been bigger. Would have been bigger. Could have been bigger. The records was there. God Smile. Girls on Drugs. I only essentially dropped one record out of cycle. If you know the industry's talking, one record out of cycle, one in cycle. Buy Your Like out of cycle, and then one in cycle with Matrimony.
What the hell does that mean for the regular everyday person watching this?
Out of cycle just means like you haven't really had your big meeting with the label as far as what you're gonna do with your album and whatever.
Gotcha.
And like I said, like, I'm not a vain person. Y'all know that I'm one of the people that reject fame and stuff like that. But like, I just think that when I made that album with Jerry, I was writing down skits for SNL. I was writing them down like, yo, we should do this. It should be like this. It should be filmed like this. And it's like, some of y'all stations y'all can't sit up here and act like y'all down for like people are our people, and y'all only celebrating the ones that are quadruple diamond. You know what I'm saying? Like that was I made that album like I wanted to break into the mainstream on my merit, over my original fan base. And I mean, like I said, I'm not disappointed in the album, but I just feel like the fact that Charlemagne and a lot of other DJs was asking, yo, what do you think is holding Wale back? Or even that's a conversation, that's upsetting to me because I'm like, dawg, I made this album to tell my story in a broader scale. You know what I'm saying? Like, and to go back what I was saying, like what you was doing in the early 2000s, like you on a major radio station, everybody know you, and you doing
it was the early So don't just date him a little bit.
No, it's too bad.
I want older than that. Don't. I ain't trying to do you in.
Do you think because you do so many records for the ladies and the R&B type records that people
But I don't really. In comparison,
really
those are the records that are nationally released, and that's what people see from.
But
you.
what is
And they don't
nationally
ever get the
released?
lyrics.
Because sometimes I put out a record, and if y'all don't react fast enough, like the label will be like, shh, you know what I'm saying? If y'all don't react fast enough. I remember
You're lyrically dead nice, but I don't think people see that.
I said that on the radio the other day when we played PYT. I said, okay, this is a great record. We're gonna premiere it, and then what?
Well,
And then what?
No, that ain't you. Where? Oh, Atlantic in here. You can take it.
And then that's when Envy said, well, a lot of times the records are too slow.
Too
for
slow.
Me
He
to
did,
I
we
said,
did have that
finally a
conversation on
record that I
the
make. Then
radio.
I
As
said,
Sam pointed out, you know, Sam is the A&R and self-made for it, right? He's A&R and I'm executive producing it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Ross is too, but I'm like in driver's seat. So Ross is. This has been the first time Ross be like, "What do you want to do?" I'm like, "Yeah." So what's up with the journey? Like, whatever you want to do.
Busy. Ross got checkers and rallies and wing stops.
But dog, Ross is like one of my like idols, my mentors. You know what I'm saying? Ross and Jay, the only niggas in the game that ever taught me anything.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Ross and Jay-Z.
Like Raw, let me tell you, the work ethic. Like
something wrong. He
it's
crazy.
like,
Something wrong with
like my sleep schedule is not. It's like off. It's like I get by 4 to 6 and I'm good and I'm ready to go. And I'm like, yeah. So what we doing? Like, yo, you ain't go to sleep? I'm like, yeah. I took a nap. We good. Let's do it. Like, yo, you gotta sleep. I'm like, nah. I looked it up. I read it. It said if you take 6 hours sleep, you good. So I just said 4 to 6, I'll be good. But that's just off being around Rose, because it'd be like, yo, we gonna do these records, then we gonna catch the flight and do the show. Once we do the show, we might drive around, see the city, let's shoot a blog. Matter of fact, let's just shoot a video. Oh yeah, that's what we gonna do. Let's shoot the video.
Right.
Let's shoot the video.
I don't understand what Ross like. Let me be clear. What his contribution is like. The only reason why y'all don't know is because they haven't materialized the way they should have. Now, you could compare me to like when I was signed with Maybach. I was only one album in. I didn't know this till after the fact though, because I was just moved. I just thought that was a rap. Like, he a backpacker that's never gonna make it. He got me in a battle rap. And I was known for battle rapping. And took us on a world tour. Like, I mean, I dropped Ambition and Meek had dropped Dreams and Nightmares, but like, he took us on a world tour. Like, dog, like that shit is like the philosophy of Berry Gordy and them. Like, that's their philosophy added to some street, added to some urban music. Like, he didn't have no fear. You see how many artists they are that's scared to pull a trigger on the artist they sign? They scared.
There's no CEO I see support his artists like Ross.
Nah, cause
Like
he
none.
don't. Cause he always said he's not gonna like. We sit and talk. He'll be like, bro, I'm not gonna sign nobody. Or have anybody around me I don't believe in. It don't even make sense. It don't even make sense to me. If I'm not gonna communicate with you, if I'm not gonna listen to your music, if I don't even like your music, what am I doing around you? I don't even I don't even care if the world like see what it. But if I can't relate or do anything with it, it ain't gonna work. That's his whole. You know what I mean?
When you say I rep my dogs like they own, that's real.
I wish I could I wish I could be like Ross's like personal like yo, you should do that guy. But Ross, you know, he is stubborn, so he gonna do what he wanna do. But like, I just know that like y'all don't know that like y'all think y'all do. Like, especially that be talk like, you know, selling wolf tickets and all that. Y'all don't know, dog. Like, y'all think y'all know him. Like, y'all don't know him. Like, I seen stuff. We and you've had off the record convos about like certain things like that's just going on in the world that we can't talk about like on air. But like, dog, like he not. Man, that nigga,
official tissue.
But his creativity is on some ill. Like, yo, I ain't gonna give too many of the man's secrets away, but I just know like it was one album in particular, and I ain't gonna say which one. I leave that up to him. This wrote the title of every song before they was recorded. He just wrote it, and some of the features he got on them, he said, pick it by the song title and not the music. I was like, man, yo, that's some, bro. We live in an era when is emailing records, doing all this little weird non-social.
Yeah. I don't email record. I don't even email hooks out. They're like, oh yeah, just send it to me. I'll do it. Nah, I'll fly out to you.
Yeah.
We'll get together, and then cause sometimes you could say you want to get on a record with somebody and be like, yeah, I'm gonna get him to do it. And then when you get in the studio, like, nah, dog, he ain't gonna fit this. His character ain't right. And then you'll switch it over and be like, I'll do this record instead. Cause some dudes don't fit certain records. They do in an outside world as far as on Instagram when you see it, but when you be in the studio, I'm real good at reading people, so I'll be like, you okay, this will work better for you because this ain't gonna work for what we got going on, and that's just how, for me, I know that's how I do it with records. Like I can't just send you a record and expect, cause unless I've worked with you before, and be like, all right,
but you know what? That's what f's up the industry a lot now too. This media, because now artists don't even meet each other. They just send a record. There is no vibe. There is no feeling.
That's crash dummy. That's crash dummy activities.
Like, nobody gonna know. Like the social skills is up. Remember when we was young and like you like somebody at school and you was like, man, I'm gonna get my fit right. Like they already talking to them on text.
People don't even look each other in the eyes no more when they shake hands.
They're off the text. And you know how bold. Imagine if we could be texting when we was younger. We'd be like, girl, I'm gonna put you in the Matrix tonight.
Me, yes or no?
Yeah, I'm doing my
I'm glad we didn't have that.
I would have been, man,
I'm
what? I'd have been,
I'm
man.
going to tell you something that just happened. One of my neighbors said his son just got in trouble because a 10-year-old girl sent a naked picture of herself to him in school.
How does she even know that's a
suspended.
thing? How do she even know that's a thing, Shorty?
I got to go home and spank my daughter for no reason.
Just for no reason.
That's
Come
wild.
here. You know her. You was with her.
But he got suspended because the girl sent him a picture.
Let me ask you a question, Sam. Let's act like Wale not here. What do you think is missing from Wale's situation?
As far as what? What do you mean?
Just in general. Because for me, I think he's in a good space, and I think it's only a matter of time.
You say what's missing for what, though? Like missing to do what?
As far as him being on that next level of artist.
Right now, I don't think it's anything. I just think it's because, for one, he's an artist that's like, difficult to understand. So I think with that, it takes time to understand him. Mm-hmm. With everything, regardless of with the hits he make and everything, it takes time. And then around this time, I think people gonna really get him with Shine. You know what I mean? With the album, with Self-Made Foe, they gonna get him, and they starting to get him. Even with the PYT, because you like with a record like that, it's a feel-good record. We did that, like he said, for all women to just feel love. You know what I mean? I don't care how old you could be 98. You young to somebody. Or somebody 102 years old. You still gonna be a pretty young thing. You know what I mean? Because like as we get older, people that we grew up with, they still look good to us. We can be 50, be like, man, she still looks
still won't be along.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, but to kids, it be like, hell no, that old
and
person.
And you
Charlamagne's
PYT, and if not, you could be mine. And if not, well, we know how you feel about Jermaine.
Yeah. But you get it. I mean, I think now, like with this record, man, like I just even this album, it's not even this record. They gonna understand. They gonna get them.
That's what I tell them all the time. It's only a matter of time.
Yeah, and that's all it is. They just don't understand them. And once they get it, it's like, yo, man, man.
Envy, what you think about that question? Because I mean, we flirt with the question sometimes, but like, I'm at this point in my career, like I just want to know.
You know what? I hate comparing artists.
He said it's because you dark skinned, bro.
Nah, I ain't
that was some big. That's what he said when you ain't around.
But I think, like I said before, I just think a lot of people don't respect you as a lyricist because they don't hear you as a lyricist. And the reason I say that is like
enunciation is it a technical thing?
Nah, you think like you look at Fabulous. Mm-hmm. Fabulous puts out a female record every time for his core.
Right.
But there's so much other music in there that you'd be like, damn, this is dead nice, that you forget about. I remember when he did the Friday freestyle.
Right.
And I remember Meek, I remember Nicki Minaj, I remember a bunch of artists being like, yo, Fab is dead nice.
Like you forgot?
He was always that nice.
Even on the chick records.
But you forget about that. And I think that's the same with
man.
you.
I mean,
I think that's the same.
Because I don't know, because my thing, when you say it like that, it seems like it's contrived and like Fab's like, all right, I'm going to make a chick record. Like, I don't know, because me and Fab is good friends. And
he makes those chick records for radio. That's what he does. That's his core. He does.
See, I don't do that. I don't do that. Like, I don't do that. Like, I just like sometimes in my career, I just feel like for instance, we did Lotus. And then, like, I had ambition. Like, I thought that junk could be something. And then I was like, all right, cool, it's too slow. Then I did Gifted. And then I did, like, what was the first single on Gifted? Bad. And then I did Clappers. Like, I'm like, like, that's my roots. The DC don't know Lotus Wale. They know Dig Dug, One Thing About a Player, Ice Cream Girl, Pretty Girl. Like, they know, like, the go-go stuff I be doing. Right. Nike boots and all that. So the world didn't really know that. You know what I'm saying?
And then, it's a likability factor. Because people don't want to like Wale.
Yeah, I don't know. I always hated that. Like, maybe because I'm the one that care. Like, if I wasn't, believe me, if I was,
you gotta know this. Let me
if
tell
I
you
didn't care though,
let me break it down because a lot of people don't sit and think about it. Because I'm like a kid. Like when I got into the internet and all that back in I was a real young kid. My mom just wanted to keep us from out the streets. But it was like, man, you gotta do something. Go get you a computer. All right, the internet too. All right. So I'm on the internet, just at a young age, and I'm, in chat rooms and then seeing weirdos at that age.
Yeah.
Damn, there's some weirdos on here. I get it then. So fast forward, this is just a computer. We fast forward to where the internet is at the palm of your hand. Right. So I'm like, when somebody tweets you or texts you or DM you or whatever, something, I just look at it like.
But I think he talking about genuine, like. Envy always talked about genuine, like he feel the consensus, not even trolls, like people like
when you did the thing with United Airlines yesterday. If that was a Kendrick or Cole, they'd have sympathy for Kendrick or Cole. They're like, man, for you, it's like, why are you doing that to the United Airlines lady?
See, but you know what?
Being an asshole.
And like they probably got like something like within the past week when they went bad on the same people. Like when I do it, it's just like.
See, but being honest, at first I ain't like Wale. And not because I knew him, because I just looked at him. I was like, he looks sad.
He dark skinned.
He always
just
like,
admit it.
Admit
it. Christopher Williams in New Jack City. Admit it. The intelligent brother from the bank. Admit it.
He looks sad, miserable, and always mad. I'm like, what's wrong with Wale?
I got the little vibe when you just, you know what I'm saying?
But then when you need it, when you need
you made Wale want to drink here, man. How you gonna tell him, man?
What a tequila.
A lot of people thought that at first. It was like he's always mad. He looks miserable.
I just don't think he's not likable. I think he's not understood. Because when you sit around him and just have a conversation, be like, oh.
Right, but for somebody who doesn't sit around him and meets him for the first time or sees him for the first time,
I'm gonna tell you what.
Wale don't like playing the politics.
They go off hearsay though. If you go off hearsay, then
you already come in with a notion like you all, and then so if you see a little bit, of, they right.
You got you on tape cursing out Complex, bro.
When I first met Wale,
that was a passionate discussion.
But now,
we heard the Rap Radar podcast where you cursed out YN and B Dot, even though they did deserve it because they was antagonizing.
Did I curse them out?
You ain't cursing them out.
See,
you went bad on him a little.
See how the narrative gets finessed a little bit at the finish line.
And then you say, oh, he's not like
when the narrative gets finessed at the finish line, it oftentimes has repercussions to the protagonist. I'm not the villain. Sometimes the narrative gets misconstrued and then people run with it. The narrative is like Wale changes his style, his music up when he signed with Maybach. In all actuality, I just opened up my beat selection, got a bigger Rolodex, kept the same vibes going, and did it for the culture. A lot of people thought like, oh, okay, so he wears sneakers and he's not wearing the 4X t-shirts right now at that time, right?
At the time, right.
So it was like, okay, he wearing Supreme and Bape and what is this, monkeys, hat stuff and all that. Like, oh, those aren't Nikes. They look they have a star and whatever it is.
My first comment about you was something like that. You was performing on something, and I'm like, who is this guy in the Mickey Mouse jacket, whatever?
Yeah, that jump was a Supreme joint. That probably go for a stack now.
But that's how you look at it. I look at Wale as...
But I ain't know him. I was just going to perception.
But a lot of people look at Wale like that. Like, what the hell is he wearing?
But if I was from Brooklyn, honestly, if I was as popular as I was in D.C., in Brooklyn, they would have called me the next J.
Right.
You couldn't f with Wale in D.C. in 2006, 7, 8, 9, now, present. Tomorrow, fuck with Wale in DC. You know what I'm saying? And that ain't no knock. And everybody know like that ain't no knock. Like I got a song when I say I put Glizzy on, put Trail on, and I ain't got out the way. I'm just basically saying like these my young boys like, but I'm still a young myself.
I like Glizzy.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm still a myself in the field. Like I still go, and I'm outside a lot back home. You know what I'm saying? Every Blue Moon is so much deeper. Even the people that subscribe to it and really like got it tatted, they don't even know that is in the jails too. They in the youth jails. They in the grown up jails. And it's on some positive. Like when I get out, I'm about to be special. You know what I'm saying? And it's still youngins that's working at Popeyes right now. Like when I get on, I'm gonna be special. And I've created a network for that. And that's why the Elliott thing I took to heart, because I'm like, I just felt like you're parading around as somebody that's for the culture, but I'm making something 100% that's selfless and absolutely for the culture, and you're really low key trying to like be sarcastic about it. This is something that a lot of people, this is all they have. There's young girls in there, man. A girl hit me up. She's in an abusive relationship, and I was like, "Are you hitting me? Like, you need some help?" And she was just basically like, nah, I just want you to tell you, like, you my hope. You my light at the end of the tunnel. Every blue moon, I talk to the moons when I just put pound MOONZ and say what I'm going through, and there's somebody there. And it's pure and it's honest. And that means a lot to me.
Well, the beauty about Elliott, though, you know that if Shine comes out and pops off the way it needs to, He's gonna get a saddle for your penis.
Not no more.
That's what you know. That's what he does. He just
B-Dot told me to my face. He's like, I don't like your music. I get lost. I don't understand what you be talking about. And I whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying. People gonna take what they want from this. But I'm like, you know, if I was an analyst for point guard specifically in the NBA, I'm gonna know everybody's idiosyncrasies. I'm gonna understand why, what. I'm gonna understand everybody from God, Sham God to Jamal Tinsley to Chris Paul. I'm gonna know because I want to be an aficionado on what I present myself as, and I don't know necessarily if he did that in that instance. I think it was more based on
a few records.
You're never gonna be Jay-Z. So come, like, oh, you're not the hot street guy of the moment. So whatever. But like I said, those guys, they're gonna think what they want to think. I'm gonna think what I want to think, and like I'm a grown ass man now, and I'm gonna carry it as such. I'm not gonna talk bad about them, but I have my reservations on some of the nature of their beliefs. I do have my reservations.
What does it take for you to say, okay, now I feel like I've reached a success?
You ask me that every time around the same time. Is that my cue?
No. We still got more. No, you good.
No, because it seems like there's a lot of things that we always discuss this.
I don't know, man. I think I'm getting closer to it. I think I'm getting closer to it. I think I am, but I am scared for the day I let my foot off the gas. Though.
You're still doing good. You spent $1 million on Uber, bro. Not everybody can spend $1 million on an Uber.
I'll be honest though, that service there is so good for the culture. Every culture.
For the culture. That sounds like I was trying to get a lot.
That's the most passionate Sam has sounded during the whole interview.
Let me know. No, trying to get that girl out for the old lady.
No. Hear what I'm telling you though. I just want this real quick, cause you know, like I be lit. I'm always lit when I'm in the club. When I'm leaving, I'm lit. Uber. And I'm like, I'm gonna hit the Uber. You know what I mean? And I could just imagine. Like when I'm standing outside waiting on the Uber, it's about 20 other people waiting on Ubers. Mm-hmm. So I just know it's like a lot of lives being saved.
How you spend $1 million on Uber though, bro?
It's like, every blue moon we growing. I'm learning. I don't want to do nothing normal, and it's nothing to be done as normal. Dame Dash ain't grow up in this era. That's one of my idols on the business side. Russell, all them, Lior, Ty Moskowitz, all them. Like they ain't grow up in this time. I gotta revolutionize how we treat our men that work for us. I'm gonna tell you one thing that I don't think nobody ever said here. Every popular rapper has at least 3 friends
who use Uber
that do not have no money, but they're sacrificing their life for you.
That's whack though.
Let me tell you the way the game's set up. So, if you're not in the clubs heavy, you ain't getting no hard cash. Mm-hmm. If you got like solid projects and that, like a J. Cole or like something like that, like you gonna get them stadium joints, but that's that money that, you know what I'm saying? It's booking agent, it's lawyer, it's all those.
The manager, the band.
It's all that. The overhead is high. So if you want to be successful, now, and this is an open question. If you an artist, right, you get on, you got from around your way with you and like that. How you gonna make sure they paid? How you gonna do it? If you gotta pay for your mother and your father insurance, right, and you got car insurance, 4 phone bills that you paying their phone bills so they could at least be around you, and you promising them of a better tomorrow. Tell me how you gonna pay them?
I mean, I got my dogs on payroll.
How? But okay.
Through my
company. You got more steady checks than a normal person in the entertainment business. You got a couple shows that you want to get checks, right, so you could be like, yo, deduct this from there, give them that. I'm at the place right now where I'm famous as, but I ain't as rich as famous as I want to be. I ain't saying I'm not well off. I'm doing well, but if I'm doing a show, I want the motherfucking glow in the dark tour when I was a young kid. I look at that. That's God body. I want to do my shit like that. Right. I can't afford do that. Yeah, you gotta. You know what I'm saying?
Like you do merchandise and you handle the merchandise.
And we do that. But that's not enough for the tip. That's not enough for the regular person. If you're not, but I'm an artist. When I pass up on a lot of shows, bro. A lot. I remember Young Thug. We had a show together the other day. He was like, bro, it's like known in the industry. You don't be doing no shows. Like, and I'd be like, if I don't feel like, if I'm in a great creative space, I'm not trying to leave. I want to stay up in that city, that studio, or if I got some homegirls that's in that city that's giving me the great vibe for this recording, I'm trying to stay there.
Did you find a girl last time you said you was looking for love?
Was I looking? See how the narrative gets.
You was exploring the option of finding.
You would like to
that
be in a
person.
relationship.
You would like to be in a
Anybody got a
relationship.
wine opener?
I love.
I think I got one in my back pocket. Have you found that person?
I think so.
He just
Pretty
trying to sell his
young
love record.
thing.
I think so.
I love what love can do.
I love what it can do. Like it like, to be honest with you, like you get certain energies around you, and then you let God in, like what Quincy and them said, right? And when you feel something for somebody, like it run easy. When I wrote That Way, it was so easy. I was just having a conversation that rhymed. You know what I'm saying? And the same thing with PYT. You know, it's inspiration for everything. You know, some girls is for decoration, some girls is for inspiration.
Yeah, definitely that.
So that was a yes. You have found love. You said, I think so.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, if I say I know, then I feel like like if I ever lose it, I'm gonna be heartbroken every time I watch this. But I mean, like, you know,
She light skin or dark
would
skin?
be a good
it'd be a switch up.
a good place for Wale.
We'll
Because then
see.
you focus on your love and
We'll see.
less of the trolls.
Is she
see.
light skin or dark skin?
It ain't about the trolls though.
He's ignoring you.
Never about the trouble.
That's one more time, Charlamagne.
Is she light skin or dark
You
skin?
ain't even give me my drink.
I ain't got no wine opener.
Crack that jump.
She must be white, man. This is a new sitcom right here. Wale and Sneak. You get 2 more dudes, be the male version of Living Single. 4 bachelors
We are
on the pursuit of
Normalcy.
love and normalcy.
Ooh, in a Charlamagne kind of world. I'm glad I got my girl. Keep your head up, boy.
What?
Keep your head up.
That's right.
Whatever that's right, that's right. You gotta fight.
Yeah,
Homegirl
homeboy.
sounds in your left and your right, true flow. That's why you like her. We are living. Hey, in an entity kind of world.
Say what?
I'm glad I got my girl.
Keep your head up.
What?
So the album's dropping soon. Anything else dropping?
No,
we should
you
know
trying
about?
to make me leave here when I'm just getting started, man.
Anything else dropping we should know besides just the album?
Hey, you know what I
Self-Made
did want to
four.
ask y'all?
Self-Made
Self-Made
4 on the
four.
way.
I did have one question.
New single coming soon off the Self-Made 4. PYT and on iTunes right now. Go get that. Yeah.
How
Self-Made
surprised
4,
were y'all?
executive produced by yours truly, A&R by Sam Snead. Shout out to Dallas Martin, shout out to Rose, shout out to Young Sav, the legendary legend of all legends.
How surprised were y'all when Meek won Album of the Year at the Billboard?
I wasn't
Wow, I'm
surprised,
surprised
at all.
over what?
Because the album
'Cause
dope. You heard the album.
I think it's dope too, but you
All
know.
right, so
come
what
on.
would you be surprised?
But you know, when it comes to the politics of the business,
If anything,
Drake,
if anything, we were surprised that the game just was fair. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we
Yeah.
just
if
took
it was just that.
Drake, Kendrick, who else was in that category?
Dr. Dre and
Dr. Dre.
Who wasn't in that category?
and
Dre?
Drake and
Yeah.
Future. Drake and Future.
I didn't like Compton album either, but
All right, so
Who wasn't in that
yeah,
category?
like it's Billboard giving you an award, so it's
Yeah.
not like it's numbers, it's theirs, right?
You know
It's
what it was though?
they know.
People think it's all Wahala attached to that jump. The true fact is when his album dropped, like 8 records charted. The
he
first
was
one.
number 1 2 weeks in a row. Yeah.
So like no,
Yeah.
Meek put in work though. He put in work.
And it's a dope album, and then the new music he got coming out, just it's like that.
Or
And I don't, man. That's why I guess, man, yeah.
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome to what we go through every day.
Yeah,
To think about your
Yeah.
future, everything when you about to say stuff like.
yeah, just know though.
but
yeah.
that should have been promising for you though.
You think so?
Yeah.
That's
like,
your opinion?
Like they paying attention.
A lot of radio stations and stuff, they just be telling me like I'm great and all that stuff when I'm there, and then when I leave, they be
I
like,
don't tell you
who the
that.
best 5 MCs? Not Wale. Let's keep it part of
I
it.
always say when it
No,
comes to
you
new
do.
dudes,
You
I always say
do.
Wale.
You always do. And I don't know, man. I just think I'm trying to pursue that, and I love the art, and I write all my raps. I write every note, everything. So it's like it's important to me to be known as somebody that's doing that. I put a lot of time in this, you know what I'm saying? And maybe sometimes I'm over heads, but I just expect that. You know, I grew up in that time when we would listen to Jay and we hear a verse 3 months later and then catch something.
Mm-hmm.
And I just try to design my stuff the same way.
Whatever happened to your management? Didn't you supposed to get new management?
I mean, Leonard is there
Right
right
here.
here. Leonard
Okay.
right there. You know, I'm still cool with everybody at Rock Nation, Beehive, and Emery, Lenny S, and everybody. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you know, in my opinion, you know, like I don't really speak to Rich Kleiman no more, and that was my day to day.
Yeah, he was with you all the time.
Yeah, but I mean, you gotta you gotta really just wear your big boy britches and really look at the facts, and I just leave it alone, man, because I know some people that I thought that was rocking for me beyond paperwork, beyond contracts and stuff like that. It just wasn't. It didn't pan out that way. And I mean, it ain't no knock to everybody. Everybody gonna do what's best for them and their family, but that was like something that hurt. That hurt me.
I thought it was a rumor you was signing with like a real big manager.
That's what he said last time, man. He
got
was
a
here
big
last time.
artist.
He was about to announce it.
Yeah, I did. Well, I ain't gonna, man. What? Listen, man. Listen. I had did an agreement with Scooter Braun.
Scooter,
You know what I'm saying? I did a deal with Scooter, and I don't know. The story could probably be told a different way. They stronger than I am. So if Scooter make a statement right now, it'll be what he say. You know what I mean? Because we have a disagreement on what exactly happened. At the end of the day, I'm a grown man. I'm 31, so I'm not stupid. Like, I know you're going to do what's right for you and your family. The stakes is high with you. If going to run behind Ye is what's best for you in your profile and rap, why wouldn't you do that? Or Justin Bieber just dropped the #1 album and got 5 #1s on there and the biggest shit of his life. Why not? You got Tori Kelly and Justin and Ariana Grande. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like I said, I'm not going to hide like that shit from the people. Like, that happened. I signed. I met with a lot of managers to do co-management with LB. We're not needy people at all by any stretch of the imagination. We plan on doing our own thing, but we plan on doing more stuff like writing records for Demi Lovato, right? Like turning some of my poems into big records. Cause there's really no liaison to help things like that go down.
I heard Scooty didn't want you because he can't have 2 artists with dreads. So it's either you or Justin.
It might have been. But Justin cut his.
Dreads
He's
where it's at
more
now.
Remy.
Word.
Dreads in the wig.
I saw Scooter at Pooh Bear's wedding. I'm still waiting on the convo, but I don't want to be all like, black person, you didn't do this for me. Like, we could do it. You know what I'm saying? I just gotta have more faith in my people, like y'all, holding me down and just getting back to where I got. But understand this, my success is everybody that's ever been told like, you're not gonna be able to do this. You're not gonna be able to. People like to do that fake sob story, like when they get on, like nobody believed in me. My joint is for real. Like, y'all saw it. You witnessed it. You witnessing it right now in some aspects. Because a lot of people know what I'm capable of doing and know I might not be what society wants, or rhythmic or pop, whatever you want to call it. Other ways to say European. I'm not what they want, but I'm what they got. And I just hope that people see they self in me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm fighting a good fight. I ain't really playing the shenanigans and all that. Like, I got this Geechee ass from the 305 with his wicks and gold, everything. I said, dawg, let's make a record that just turn everybody up. Like, let's just do it. I ain't go, some people prompted me to take him off the song and put that person there or do it myself. I'm like, dog, this is my dog. Like, when I came to Maybach, it was me and him. Ross be gone for the whole day. We'll go through his whole stash of weed and just be writing records and just vibing. This is my man. Like, I want to see him shine too. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And even when I dropped the record, Khaled called me like, that's Sneak. They genuinely happy for this dude because he's always been a good dude. He always been a stand-up dude. And that's all. Sure. That's all Shine is, bro. I took a Michael Jackson hook, put it over a Marvin Gaye joint. That's Wale in a nutshell as far as everything outside of rapping. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Double M genius.
That's why they call me that. I always have a method to my madness. And I just feel like you just do right by your man. Even if me and Meek don't speak for you, that nigga know that I love that nigga, like, and he got love for me, like, no matter what.
Well, y'all good now, you say?
We're still, but it's still like people going to try to stir the pot and all that. So
as long as y'all good, that's all that matters.
All I'm trying to tell you is, no matter what happened, it's gonna be about the squad. Like, no matter how the paperwork changed, whatever the happened, this, God willing, this don't go #1.
Have you seen him? Have you seen him since he was locked up?
I seen him once, man. We ain't really got to kick it like that. But I just know there's a lot going on right now. So I got reasons to shine and reasons to. I need catastrophic things to go down for me to become unjaded or become washed of
Shout
the
out to
jadedness.
the beautiful women across the world.
everywhere.
And plus, you gotta appreciate your blessings. You are a solid artist out here, bro.
Now that's what we defer.
You're solid.
That's why I defer. I just feel like, you know,
You got gold albums.
people have made me believe differently, and that's driven me to a place that I go harder and harder and harder and try to think where I go wrong. Well, I'll call my homegirls I'll call Sherry or Nikki and just be like, yo, what am I doing wrong? I genuinely want to know if
you're
I'm
not doing nothing wrong. You comparing your successes to other people's successes.
Nah,
you good.
No, I'm comparing my successes as to where I would like it to.
And you gonna get there. You young. You gonna keep growing.
Amen to that, man. We gonna on that note.
You ending it?
Nah, I'm putting my glasses back on.
It's the Breakfast Club. It's Wale.
Hey ladies, I need to put you on to my new hair secret. Have you heard of frontal closures? If you wear weaves or extensions, then these are a must to protect your edges, your natural hair. Save your edges, right?
That's right. It's a frontal where you're able to cover your hair from ear to ear. You can go from blonde to black in a matter of seconds.
Now her imports has Swiss lace frontal closures with custom hairlines and make your hair look flawless without the need to ruin your natural hair. Her imports has them in all their stores and you can get them on herimports.com, of course. They also have videos to show you how to use them, so check them out today.
The Breakfast Club. Every weekday morning. Tune in